don't know who that is. I can't see as good because I'm up here. But whoever that is, I gave me a thumbs up. And there's a second person. Hey y'all, hey, is that Betty? Hey, yep, happy retirement days. Happy New Year to you. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy 2025. Happy New Year to you. Hope your year started out great. Hope you got some good new things going on. Who is that? Bro, what's up, my chef finest wine? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Happy New Year to you. Look, I can see y'all better when I'm outside walking. I can see you better have a little bit more control over the phone. I've been working out for about an hour. About right after I talked to my bro, I started. So I've been kind of on and off here. So we cooling down with Ellie, the elliptical today. Because y'all know I love Ellie. Y'all know I love Ellie. So I should have brought my tablet in here so I could see the comments. But I will see them. Because we're just going to do a cool down. Y'all know a cool down is basically like 5 minutes. But for me, for us, is what? 30 minutes to an hour. But at least like 15. At least 15 minutes. Just to get on here and motivate people to move. Move those legs. Keep them moving. Keep those legs moving. Keep those arms moving. See? See these bars moving up here? Keep the legs, keep the arms, move at that waist. Walk with a purpose. Thank you guys for those 3 thumbs up. I appreciate you. The screen looks funny. Let's see. Working out. I'm trying to put up groceries. Okay, bro. I'm trying to put up groceries in my lunch fry. Thank you for coming in, Betty. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Betty. Chef says, hey, retirement days. Whew. It's cold outside today. So y'all know what it is. We on Ellie the elliptical. Ellie is my best friend. Okay. She won't lie to you. Make sure those batteries in check. And those numbers won't lie. The numbers won't lie. Y'all know Ellie is my best friend. She tells the truth. And guess what? It doesn't matter if I get an attitude or not. Ellie's still going to say speed, distance, time, calorie, and pulse. Those numbers are going to tell me what Ellie, they're going to show me what Ellie says, okay? And again, as long as those batteries are up to date, up to par, I can't get mad at Ellie about the numbers. What you cooking on today, bro? I was taking out the garbage yesterday, and darn near, that wind hit you. Look, it's cold. It is cold. You know, we have been talking about how the weather's been nice and warm in a lot of places, all up until Christmas time. Man, January is here. January said, we ain't playing now. January says, yeah, it's cold. It's winter. It's winter. So listen, y'all make sure that you are still staying hydrated, okay? Believe it or not, dehydration is a big thing in the winter, okay? Especially when you catch these viruses, cold, flu, whatever it is. These respiratory viruses, they kind of tire you out. Sometimes you're not eating as much, not drinking the way you should. You notice those lips are dry. Maybe it's the wind, but also make sure that you're drinking enough, okay? What's the Betty says? We got a high temp of 13. Whew, with cold wind. 13, Betty. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. That's cold. So for everybody in these really, really cold places, try your best to stay warm. Try your best to find that medium, that good, that happy medium, okay? That happy medium temperature for your body. Because, look, even though it's cold outside, sometimes people allow their homes to get too hot, right? Sometimes people allow their homes to get too hot. And that's when you end up catching, like people say, the weather doesn't cause you to have a cold and things like that. Let me tell you something. When your body has to adjust to that rapid temperature change or that abrupt temperature change, it allows your immune system to get down a little bit. So that's when you're more open to catching the colds. So yeah, and you're a lot of times you stay inside, keeping warm. But if you live with more than, if anybody lives with you, right? And especially if you have quite a few in your home, it's warm in there, more people, more bodies. You guys go out to work, to school, to whatever public events that you go out to, and you come back. Well, then the environment per se in general, inside your home or wherever you are out and about, is more conducive to your immune system, catching some hits from these outside sources. And a lot of times, again, it can be from within your home, right? You can live by yourself. If your home is too hot inside and you're going outside to a really, really cold environment, it weakens your immune system a little bit. And so you're more susceptible to catching the colds, the viruses, and, all that respiratory stuff. So you're more susceptible to that, okay? So that's why people say you go outside with with improper wear, clothing, gear, you might catch a cold. You go into all these other different places, all these people you know and don't know, because you never know who is sick. Yeah, you may hear them cough, but there are some people you won't hear a wink. They may be getting over it. It may not have hit them yet. Usually it's kind of stirring before it really hits you, right? So just be safe. If safety means you wearing a mask, do as you choose. Don't let anybody's thoughts about what you're doing for your body, for your family, for your protection. Don't let those people's thoughts guide you, okay? If you feel like you need to wear any type of protective gear, right? Wear it. Because if you don't, and God forbid, later you say, oh, I should have worn my mask, or I should have did this. And then you think, and you're like, well, I didn't do it because people are always talking against it. Guess what? Those people aren't going to come to your home and help take care of you and yours. They're not going to help pay your bills when you have to take a couple of days off work. So do what you do, okay? If you feel like you need to wear a mask, gloves, goggles, just do as you choose to do, because it's not hurting anybody else. So I hope that you guys have had a great start to your new year. I talked to my bro today, and we were talking about new year, new beginnings, new things, right? You want to talk about new things. You want to do new things. You want to experience new and positive things, right? And we always emphasize positive because you never know when anything's going to happen. You just pray that bad things stay away and good things stay close, okay? Bad things stay away and good things stay close. Never let the opinion of what someone else has about your thought processes bother you. Because if you do, listen, people that have you coming into a new year doing the same old stuff that your mindset doesn't want to do. All right? So focus on the things that you would like to do. Some new changes you would like to make. And like I always say, y'all, you don't really have to do things. They don't have to be new. They can be old things that you used to do that you haven't done in a long time that bring you positivity, that make you feel good. So it doesn't always have to be something new. It can be something old, just like they say when people are getting married, right? something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So it can be old, but something that brought you joy before. You just haven't done it in a while. You just haven't done it in a while. So, and no matter what anybody else says, listen, those people are not the barometers by which you should measure your way of living. Nobody is the barometer that you should use to measure your lifestyle, to measure what you think, to measure what you do, to measure how you do it. Okay? Especially people who mean nothing to you. All right? So I talk about you're wearing your mask. You got people still hypocritical of those who wear their mask. Well, listen, you can be just as hypocritical of them for not wearing a mask. Those are the simple things in our society, in our communities, that keep people apart. You can coexist doing either one, right? You can coexist doing either one. What Betty says. Yes, we keep we keep our inside temp at 67. Right. You have to find that good temperature that's just right for you and your family. And everybody's different, even within the household. But you can find that medium, that good medium where if somebody is a little bit cold, it's not like excessive and they could just like put on long sleeves. If one number agrees with everybody, but that one or two people in there, they're hot, then wear short sleeves, or use a fan, use your ceiling fan, open up a window or something like that. And if you have two floors, you can work that accordingly too. Okay. So just make sure that you aren't keeping the inside too hot because it's so cold outside. Because when you're in that hot environment, again, especially if you have more people in the home, germs don't have too far to go, right? So you got it real warm in there, and then you get dressed really warm to go outside because it's cold. And then you get outside, and even though you're dressed really warm, it's still cold. So your body kind of gets that shock, That's why when you see people going to shock, they're shivering, Now with them, it may be, God forbid, something happened, or it may be they're a little sick or something like that. But if you're well and you go and you change temperatures like that within a few seconds, it kind of lowers your immune system. And then that's when you become open to those respiratory issues, the viruses that we talked about. So yeah, being outside dressed inappropriately can contribute to you developing a cold. It can. I see so many people saying, well, the cold doesn't give you a cold. Technically, that's true. But it's the change in the environment and the things that you do that lower your immune system, due to the changes in weather, that can contribute to that. So just think more into it instead of being sassy and telling people, cold weather doesn't give anybody a cold. Well, go into some detail, because a lot of times people say stuff like that. They don't even understand the concepts and the details that, of what they're talking about. And most importantly, listen, you have lived your life long enough to know that there have been times when you were outside in the summertime and you went into a freezing department store or a freezing grocery store, and you get in your car and the next thing you know, you're sneezing, right? Okay. Now you may have come in contact with the virus or you may not. It may just be your body's adjusting to that change. Well, depending on what's going on with your immune system at the time, you don't have to really be sick. It could just be a little bit weak. Next thing you know, you have a cold. So you know what's happening in your life. You know how you should handle different things. I've seen people say, I know I need a jacket on, but they just don't like jackets, So they run out of the house in the cold, 20 degrees, or like Betty says, 13 degrees. They jump in the car, turn on the heater, run to Wally World, jump out of the car with a t-shirt on, some shorts, so some long shorts. Later on that night, guess what? Achoo! It's a chew. It's a chew. So for you guys who do the New Year's resolutions, how are they going? This is day 2, January 2nd. January 2nd. How are your New Year's resolutions going? How are your New Year's goals going? And like I put up on my community post, a lot of people have gotten into this habit of, you know how we do. You know how our society is. We get to say these little cute things that we think are a little bit different, or we think it means a little bit different, or it's a little bit cute. Well, I don't have New Year's resolutions. I just want to be better. Let me tell you something. I want to be better New Year's, throughout the year, whenever, okay? But I do understand that some people don't like to have New Year's resolutions for whatever reason. Some people feel like they don't stick to them. Some people feel like it kind of boxes them into something that they have to do. You know, yeah, they want to do it. They feel like they're ready to do it. But when they fall short of doing it, then they're just kind of like, you know what? I'm not going to do New Year's resolutions anymore. So what do they say next? I'm just going to strive to be better. And that's all good. That's all good. Some people truly don't believe in New Year's resolutions. They truly don't. They do truly just want to be better. But it is just funny how that's like the cute thing to say. It just gets cuter and cuter each time. So if you're being better though, doesn't matter how cute it is. That's the goal, okay? If your goal is to be better and you're reaching that goal, then you're doing good. You're doing good. Now y'all know when we were in the grocery stores, right, shopping for Thanksgiving dinner and things like that, right after Thanksgiving, well, right before Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff was up and out, right? Which that's normal. But this year, and actually for the past couple of years, it seems like Valentine's Day is like, y'all, I don't think it was quite Thanksgiving yet. And I was seeing Valentine's Day stuff. I was like, why do y'all rush? Like, why do you want to rush time? I know. It's all about $1. It's all about a penny. But let me tell you something. A lot of the stuff that's out right now for Valentine's Day, it's just going to sit there. It's going to sit there. There are very few people purchasing Valentine's Day candy right now. There are even fewer people purchasing Valentine's Day candy right after Thanksgiving or right around Christmas. Okay? They weren't very, very few. Most people were, focusing on the holidays. Focusing on the holidays. But you know how it is. They want to get it out there, y'all. They want to get it out there. Hold on 1 second. I had to get some water, y'all, because look, I've been working out over an hour. And I needed some water. Okay? I needed some water. We've been doing upper body today. And we've been on Ellie. Believe it or not, I was on Ellie before going live. So it was time for some water. Okay, it was definitely time for water. And again, I hope you guys are getting enough water. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs move. See, when I get on Ellie, like, Ellie is my best friend. We can go all day. We go in the mornings. We go in the afternoons. We go at night. It doesn't matter. She's not going to lie. She's going to show up. She's going to be here. And she's going to talk to you. Because, see, Ellie has to talk to you in order to put up these numbers. We're talking to each other. All right? She's not going to lie to me. She's not going to tell me something that's not true, again, unless her batteries are a little wonky. So we always have to make sure that the batteries are on point, because Ella's not going to lie to you. She's going to tell you the calories that you're burning. She's going to tell you what your pulse rate is. She's going to tell you the time. She's going to tell you the distance. She's going to tell you your speed. So, you know, it's good how the machinery, the equipment can help you with all that stuff. Just that little square up there at the top. Just pay attention to it. But even before all that, you've got to know what your goals are and what you want those numbers to be and what you want the results of those numbers to be. Because those numbers can be a lot of things, but are those numbers and are the activities that you're doing getting you closer to the goals that you would like to reach? Whether it's weight loss, whether it's just staying physically fit, or whether it's just your mental, keeping your mental in order, okay? Keeping that mentality where you want it to be, right? Because I could be on here today just to say, you know what, I want to burn off some steam, right? I don't really care what the numbers are. I just want it to work. So use your equipment and use it according to what the goals that you have for that day, that week, your short-term and your long-term goals. And also know when not to let the numbers disappoint you, and know when not to let the numbers fool you as well, right? Because you got to think about your consistency. The numbers, well, they won't really be fooling you. You'll be fooling yourself. Because if you're only doing something once every other month, your numbers can look great on here. You can go in here and you can hit every number that you intend to hit. But what is your consistency? You got to keep moving. Keep moving. We've been saying that since, 2021? And we're going to keep saying it because we started saying it. So keep moving. That's one of those things you take into the new year that's good, that you don't want to change. You just want to, if any way possible, make it better. So I want you guys to keep moving consistently, and be persistent about it. And you'll get better at it. Like, listen to Ellie. Ellie, I could have replaced Ellie with another elliptical a long time ago, but I love this elliptical. Y'all know what I do. We oil her down. We give her some WD-40. And sometimes what's so funny is when she gets the WD-40, she cuts up more. And it's just then, all of a sudden, me and Ellie riding smooth, no squeaks, no nothing for weeks. So, and a lot of it is just the platform. Like right now, I'm not on I'm just on a straight floor. So it's usually louder. But when I'm on my pads, when I have her on top of the pad, it's a lot better. So it just depends. But listen, the glide is smooth. The glide and the movement is smooth. Okay? Look at that. Look at the legs. Watch the legs move. Be motivated and encouraged to get up and move your own legs. Okay? Be motivated, encouraged to get up and move your own legs. Just like that. Of course, personalized professional disclaimer. Don't do any exercise activity, workout, routine, regimen, or plan without first thoroughly thinking it out, discussing it with your primary healthcare providers, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist if you've had injuries in the past, your occupational therapist, right? And we know that over half of it for a lot of us is diet. So discuss these things with your nutritionist and your dietitians as well. Your fitness coach, your weight trainer, your weight loss coach, okay? All right? Your mental health coach. Because your mental health coach is going to tell you to get your exercise in as well. Okay? So before doing anything that you see me do over here or hear me say, which I don't go into a lot of detail on here because this is social media and it does serve the masses, whether you have one person in your chat or 100 people in your chat. At some point, once it goes up, anybody can see it. So you want to be mindful of and responsible for the things that you say and do, all right, that work for you and those that you know, because they may not work for anyone, just anyone who comes across the video. We drop nuggets over here in Lions Pride. That's what we do. We drop nuggets. You guys come through a lot of times and you drop nuggets. We pick up those nuggets Hopefully I'm dropping nuggets for you guys to pick up as well, because you do drop nuggets for me. We get those nuggets and we research. All right, we do research, and we research through reputable sources. Okay, the .orgs, the .edus, the what, the .organizations, the .edus, and there are some good .coms. There are some good .coms. You just gotta, make sure of the source. There are a lot of good medical organizations, medical journals, okay, that are online. You just have to make sure that they are good, that they are reputable, and that you can verify. You can verify. So you get that information that we pass along to each other. You research those nuggets, and then you go about it and find out what works for you. You take it to your healthcare providers and you guys discuss it, because it's going to be dependent upon your fitness level and your health situation as far as what you do or don't do. Okay? I've been doing that for a long time, because YouTube doesn't give us licenses. Okay? Some of us have licenses that we worked hard for. Hard. All right? Licenses, certifications, registrations. Okay? So when you put out information that may reach the masses, that could disseminate to the masses, you want to be careful about how much you put out and careful about what you put out. Okay? So you guys, it's 2025. It's almost been 30 minutes. I try to come on here and do 30 minutes because that'll be, that'll be an hour and like 45 minutes if I stay on here for another 3 minutes. So I'm gonna start slowing down, because we're really not going fast, because we're talking, we're stopping, we're just cooling down. The purpose of cooling down is to what? Get that heart rate back to resting heart rate. Back to resting heart rate. Right? Back to resting heart rate. Depending on your situation, your health situation, your fitness level, all of that, your age, your gender, you and your healthcare team know what that is. You know the spectrum that you should be with. As far as the spectrum goes, you know where you are and where you should be. Don't overdo it. You want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Don't be out here trying to compete with people where you don't compare. Okay? Like I told y'all the other day, I shot hoop, but I'm not going to go out here trying to shoot with LeBron. What? No. LeBron is not going to continue to shoot hoop with these 18-year-olds anymore after a little bit. Okay? He's still on top of his game. But listen, compete where you compare, okay? For how long you compare. You don't know what a person's history is. You don't know if they were a swimmer, okay, a runner, track star. Okay? He's a runner, he's a track star. You don't know what they were. And you're out here and you're 35 and up trying to compete with somebody else who's 35 and up, and you don't know their history. All right? So you want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. And once it seems like you've hit a plateau, you want to trick your body. Okay? You want to do something a little bit different. Trick your body. I trick my body by, instead of doing Ellie some days, after a couple of weeks, I'll do the bike. Okay? You do the bike for a little while, you want to trick your body again, right? You do your treadmill. Okay? You want to change it up a little bit. Who just came in? Georgia girl. Hey, Georgia girl. Every Woman Wellness and more. Okay? Hi, host and chat. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Georgia girl. Happy New Year, lady. Counting down 3 more days. Sunday. I don't know what it is about Georgia girl that I always remembered her birthday. I think what it was when I first met Georgia girl, but it's the first time after I met her that it was time for her birthday. She had said it a couple of times, and I don't know if you were doing like a trivia or what, but I didn't get it the first time. A couple of us didn't get it, and Georgia girl was like, I've been telling y'all. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna remember. And I've been remembering. Even when I hadn't seen her in a minute, I still remember. When she started talking about it this year, I was like, January 5th. And then a friend of mine has a birthday that's January 5th too. So I remember Georgia girl. Yep. Who is that? Just dropped a super chat. Is that Stephon? Keep it up, keep it up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see who that Capricorn in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Let me click on this because I can't see. No, they let me. I can't see who that is. They said bye. Bye. Is that Stephon? Lord, charge it to my head. I can't see it, y'all. I'm trying to bend down. It's cold in Georgia. Georgia girl, I think earlier we was in the live talking and everybody was talking about, we talking about how it's cold. And I was telling people, listen, all up until Christmas, we were having beautiful days. Like every day is beautiful. Every day that the Lord has made is beautiful. But we were having days where it was like spring almost. All up until Christmas. But look, January said, winter ain't playing no more. Winter is here. I think it's cold everywhere now. I think it's cold everywhere. No name on the super chat, just by. Okay, I thought so. Well, thank you, whoever that is. I appreciate it because I'm up here and I'm trying to look down. It's easier when I'm outside walking. But when I'm up here and I'm moving, I'm trying to look down. So I'm on Ellie today. Ellie is my best friend. Ellie the elliptical. She don't lie to me. As long as I keep those batteries up. Listen, the numbers are going to be what the numbers are. So when Ellie says, this is the distance, this is the speed, this is the calories that you burn, this is your pulse rate, that's what I got to go by. See? Because we want to work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body. Everybody has their own maximum heart rate, okay? When you're exercising, especially when you're trying to lose weight, there's a maximum heart rate. You take that number and you figure out what your target heart rate should be for your gender and your age, okay? And you want to stay within that bracket. About 55, you get the maximum heart rate, and you take 55% to about 75% of it. That range is where you want to stay. Okay? Stay on the lower end when you're just starting out. Stay on the lower end when you're just starting out. And then work your way up. And after a while, your resting heart rate overall will improve. Okay? Adults' heart rate should be about 80 to 100. Well, the more you exercise, it might be like 60 to 80. That's good. That's good. Just make sure that's right for your fitness level, okay? Bye says, hey, Georgia girl. Y'all, I've gotten hot now. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off because I've been on Ellie like for an hour already. Now 30 minutes. So, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you for that super sticker. I really do. Y'all remember it's a happy new year. Do some good, positive new things, okay? All right. Don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in the misery lounge, grab your grip and get out, okay? I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Pride. Y'all, I'm hungry though. All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye, y'all.